Welcome to episode 1 of the TT4T News. I'm Jeff Burnett.
I'm Ann Feldman.
And I'm Jeanette Carlson.
And we are
the Tech Trio.
So what do you guys want to start with?
Well, I think it would be fun to start with, it started with a tweet.
It started with a tweet. What do you mean by that?
Started with a tweet.
Well, when Dr. Rippey got up to speak, he gave us a little tease, you guys. If you remember, he said he tweeted something out, and so immediately the phones flipped out and everyone went to Twitter to see this tweet from Dr. Rippey. And boy, did everyone get excited about what was yet to come.
And what an opening day.
I mean, literally a party. A dance party
dance
started.
party,
And
yeah.
how crazy is that when you think
Yes.
about it?
It was so much fun. I mean, look at this. Everyone is just rocking out, and we're having a wonderful, wonderful time coming back together after a summer, just feeling that unity together. Wow, and that power of that hashtag.
Well, and that's what's cool about it is that even if you weren't there, you got a feel of what was going on because of Twitter and that power of kind of extending the room out to the whole world and kind of having that conversation and sharing the story. That was
Very
happening.
true. And I had some family members and some college classmates that saw this on Twitter and that are teachers and said, what is going on over in Bellevue? So really seeing the power of how that reached out across the state and even across state lines and people were wondering, what are we doing there? You're having a big dance party. What a great way to start the year.
Oh, and you know, I feel like that energy and enthusiasm just really launched us right into opening day and beyond. Because now that connection is happening because our admin are just doing an outstanding job of really sharing their stories, and it's making huge impact.
And that BPSNE hashtag has really blown up, and you're just seeing it on a daily basis. You're seeing what teachers are doing in the classroom, what administrators are doing, and just the awesomeness that is Bellevue Public Schools. And that's what we want to keep encouraging you guys to do. Keep tweeting out to those hashtags. Hashtag BPSNE, hashtag Team BPS, hashtag Champions for Children, because it's that what brings us all together, and
Right.
it shares our story, and we have an amazing story to tell.
It's a peek inside everyone's classroom. You can't get to everybody's classroom and you don't get the chance to maybe see your colleagues teach at the elementary or the high school. And it's a peek, and as a parent, it's a peek inside what's going on at Bellevue Public Schools, and it's very powerful for the district.
It's the way we can inspire each other and tell what's
Tell
going
our
on.
story.
And I think the key is, if you're not sure how to use it, gotta get TweetDeck. I mean, that's what we got right here. I mean, look at what you can do. You can have your home screen going, so everybody that you're following. Then you have whatever hashtags you like to use. I'm about BPSNE, hashtag iPad Academy. But there's so many others, and there's so many things that go right with what you teach and what you do on a daily basis that can inspire you and help you do what you do.
That's what I love too. Fun if you just go to one of our profiles. So if you went to Ann Feldman 1 on Twitter, you could see I have a list with over 400 Bellevue Public Schools employees on the list that are on Twitter. So if you follow that list, then you go into TweetDeck and you can follow that list of Bellevue educators just like this on TweetDeck. So anytime somebody in Bellevue tweets, you know, and you'll be sure you won't miss a tweet. But very powerful.
Very powerful. So keep tweeting and sharing our story.
Hey viewers, can any of you guess what our theme might be this year?
Superheroes! We are doing a superhero theme this year because we're all superheroes. Every teacher, administrator in this district are doing amazing things, and we truly are superheroes for kids on a daily basis, and we want to bring that out. And so our whole theme and all of our trainings and everything that we're doing is all about unleashing that superpower in each teacher and administrator throughout our district.
Absolutely, because we are all have those superpowers to share, and we can hone those skills, learn new things, and then we can be those superheroes to the students in our classroom, to parents, to our community, to wherever we happen to be.
And you can see behind us on our vision and mission statement for the instructional technology team, everything that we do with our theme will lead right back into these missions and vision statements.
That's right, because our motto then is to train,
Teach,
lead,
and inspire.
So let's talk about what's happening in Bellevue Public Schools when it comes to technology. And I think we got to start off with what's our goal, what's our initiative moving forward for our district.
Well, our technology committee got together several years ago and decided we needed to change the student to device ratio. We needed to lower that. and investigate a one-to-one model that would be successful. So from there, we have really grown from where we began to today. So we started something called iPad Academy, where we could create that environment of a one-to-one and do it in a slow, deliberate way with lots and lots and lots of training.
And what's great is we went from 6 teachers back in 2013 to now we have 60 teachers in the iPad Academy. I mean, we've really grown this awesome foundation throughout our entire district to really support teachers and to learn how to really effectively integrate technology in the classroom.
Yes, and the really great thing, this year is the first year that every building in Bellevue Public Schools has a iPad Academy classroom.
Woo woo!
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, and we are looking at our building tech coordinators, also known as our BTCs, to become our leaders in our building. And so each BTC has a garden set of iPads, which is 3 to 5 iPads, or a classroom set, and they are starting to develop those skills and tools necessary to help the teachers in their building. So we're very excited about that.
It's so awesome. And then on top of the iPad Academy growing, we also have more technology going into the secondary buildings.
Yes.
MacBook Air carts were sent out there to kind of, again, continue to lower that student device ratio, continue to allow teachers to utilize, integrate technology into their classroom. And it's so awesome because then we can personalize, we can differentiate ways, and it just makes it so much better for our teachers and students in the classrooms.
It's absolutely fantastic. And then we can take from there that Apple ecosystem and go deeper. So we can really start to craft our trainings around really 3 big things. Around Apple, and around Google, and around Schoology.
Yep, I mean, you got MacBooks, MacBook Airs, iPads throughout our district, which is so awesome. They work so well with teaching and learning, and we've really grown in it and really how to utilize it in the best way. And then you got Google, and I mean, Google's awesome.
Yep, it is the gateway to many other apps, and it's the best collaboration tool out there. And all of the trainings that you come to with the Tech Trio this year will wrap around all of those initiatives and looking at Apple, Google, and Schoology and how you can effectively and efficiently use those in the classroom to help you with your teaching and learning.
And I think one of the things I really love about our district and what we've done as a team, and before this in the last few years, is that training piece. I mean,
Yes.
we really focus and invest. And, you know, it's one thing to invest in technology, it's another thing to invest in your people. And that's one of the things I'm most proud of about Bellevue Public Schools.
But that's just huge when people have the training and they have 40 hours of training before they get the devices in the classroom, then there's a certain level of comfort with just that fluency with the devices and understanding what is possible. And then when those devices come in, it's crafting this environment where you can have blended learning and creation and gamification and coding, and just it's amazing what can happen because of that training piece. And then the coaching piece, I really feel like not only do the people have the training, but they have coaching, and then as well as some collaboration time. That makes a big difference.
And that's what we've seen. We've seen so many gains in our classrooms with our teachers, and I'm just so excited to see where we go this year. The first group of teachers coming into the Superhero Training Zone this week are our new teachers.
Where they are going to learn all about what is great learning, the first of many Apple Foundations courses for them.
And we hope to see all of you in our Superhero Training Zone soon.
Welcome to the TT4T news. Did I just say TT4T news? Sorry. Guys, you guys get dialed in.
We are dialed in. You're the one. You're
supposed to be dialed in.
You just told us to get dialed in.
We'll tell him. Dial it in, Jeff.
This week.
Hold on a second. My mask was falling off. Hold on. Okay.
Fix her hair there.
Is that better?
You gotta that right there. Maybe pull that out. There, that's better. When you say that.
All right, here we go.
American Hero. We can do that one too. Suddenly I'm on top of the world. Okay.
Take the video. Okay, there we go. That's all we need.
That's all we need?
Okay, so this week. You can say this week.
This week. You just say this
This week